Millions of Soviet citizens were killed during Stalin's terror regime. The new Gulag Museum in Moscow tells some of their stories. They're the kind of accounts that aren't welcome in Putin's Russia, because they tarnish the shining image of Russia's past that people are so keen to promote. Even my friends, young people, are asking, why are you doing this? This is about criminals. When I hear that, I think they're exactly the kind of people who need this museum. You won't find Vasily Rodin in this museum. According to his great niece, he was denounced, apparently in an act of revenge. Nastya Tarasova says he was killed in the Gulag 3 months after his arrest in 1937. Photographs and archival records have helped Nastya piece together part of his story. But she won't find any personal documents from her family in the new Gulag Museum.
There's a big memory gap in my family history. Until now, it's been filled with stories passed down from generation to generation. But I want the real documents, so I don't drift into some fantasy world of speculation about my family.
Nastya is not alone. Most of Stalin's victims were never rehabilitated. The new Gulag Museum doesn't do much to change that. Its interactive exhibits do deal with more recent Soviet history and highlight the Communist Party's responsibility. But the role of Joseph Stalin as a perpetrator is not clearly addressed, and neither is that of the repressive Soviet regime that up to the 1960s sent many of its citizens to labor camps.
By focusing on the Stalin period, the museum doesn't, however, include the persecution of dissidents after Stalin's death, the tragic inheritance of the Soviet dictator. Under President Putin's rule, Russian officials have been trying to downplay Stalin's crimes, focusing more on Stalin's role in the Soviet World War II victory over Nazi Germany.
Perhaps it's unrealistic to expect anything different amid this backdrop of new Russian patriotism. These are times when, once again, anyone questioning the status quo risks being punished.